Bug Out back here. So today I'm going to be doing a review on something that's not common in a lot of survival food or a lot of MREs, and that's snack items. So a lot of times when we think of survival food and stuff that we're going to keep in our bug out bags or even our storage bins, whatever we're doing, a lot of times we're thinking meals because let's be honest, meals are going to be some of the most important things, right? One of the things I always preach about is that if you're in a survival situation, whether you're bugging out, whether you're on the land, whether you're bugging in your home, morale and that survival will is going to be what keeps you going. And sometimes something just simple as a nice little snack kind of gets you a little bit more in that mindset. So you might have already seen a review I did for a company called XMRE. I was really intrigued by the snack option that came in the MRE because it was way better than the typical MRE cracker, a little saltine that's not even salted, so whatever it is called cracker that comes in there. So I thought it was really neat that they had different kinds of options. So I picked up a few other of the snack style options, and I'm going to go ahead and review them real time. I was really pleased with the last one that I did. So I'm hoping for a similar experience. I guess we'll see, right? So I have 4 different things that we're going to be reviewing today. One of them is going to be mini chocolate chip cookies. I'm looking forward to that. Nut raisin mix. We've got a dry fruit mix. I'm assuming like dehydrated kind of fruit stuff. And then the roasted salted corn nuggets. So what I'm going to be looking at is shelf life. I'm going to be looking at obviously taste, and then kind of just some of the content. So let's get into this. All right, so the first one I want to get into is one of the ones that I'm the most excited about is the mini chocolate chip cookies. The reason I'm excited about it is because when I got one of the first MREs that I had like an oatmeal cookie in it, and it was phenomenal. So I'm hoping I have high expectations for these. Now all of these appear to have the same date. One thing I'm a little disappointed with XMRE is that the date is not very clear. For people who aren't going to be hoarding these or keeping them in a bug out bag, that's fine. Remember, XMRE, this company, typically has dealt with military and people in the field, so people that are probably going to be eating this within a short amount of time. So I can understand why that's not their prominent thing, but I'm a little disappointed about that regardless. So let's look at some of the nutritional information. So this gives you 250 calories. So again, these are snacks. That's a good snack size. You got 8 grams of fat, get you going. You got 41 carbs. Everyone's always into the whole no carbs thing when you're on a diet. Obviously I need to go on one myself and stop having so many cookies. But remember, carbs give you energy. So that's definitely a good thing, especially for a snack. 4 grams of protein, a little bit more than I even expected from cookies, honestly. So it's low in the protein range, but for cookies, that's actually pretty phenomenal. So let's have me shut up and let's get into this. Alright, so these are actually very easy to tear into on their own, but of course that's not bug out bag style, so I'm going to be using my 511 Alpha Scout. Alright, so they are literally mini cookies, if you can see that. Sorry for the focus, probably not very well on that. So they're, here, I'll take one out. Literally, little mini, almost look like cereal. So, let's get into the taste test. Alright, so, reminds me exactly of cereal. Okay, maybe not quite cereal. They're delicious, by the way, but it's reminding me of like the little Chips Ahoy cookies that you buy in the pack if you were to like crush it up or put it in little mini forms. That's exactly what it tastes like. So it certainly does taste like mini chocolate chip cookies. So that's actually phenomenal. So if you want one of those kind of tastes of home, you're like, man, been bugging out here for a week now, and I just want to have some damn cookies. Pull this out, and that kind of sends you back in that little mindset of of some kind of home cooked cookies. Maybe if they've been out in the sun long enough, they'll be warm, right? So yeah, definitely an A+ here on the XMRE mini chocolate chip cookies. Definitely enjoyable. Alright, so the next one I want to get into is going to be the nut raisin mix. So I'm assuming that's going to just be nuts and raisins, right? So let's see. Actually tells you the ingredients on the back, so you know what you're getting into. Raw sunflower seeds, peanut roasted, unsalted, roasted in canola oil, dry black raisins, and all the other sulfur dioxide added raw whole almond. And that's it. Product of USA. All right, so this is going to be 350 calories. So actually more calories than the chocolate chip cookies. No surprise there. 27 grams of fat, no surprise there as well. Keep in mind, nuts are actually going to have higher fat than other things. 22 grams of carbs, so it actually has fewer carbs than the cookies. And you've got 12 grams of protein. So if you're running out of energy and you just need something to kind of pick you up, especially with this having the sunflower seeds in it, this is going to be what you want to grab for your quick little snack. The decent amount of protein in here, the fat that's actually going to be good for you, and the carbs, but not too many. I like it. So let's see how this guy tastes. Alright, so it basically looks like your standard trail mix, if you can see that. I am noticing right off the bat it has one of these do not eat, keep my food fresh things in there, which is neat. Keep in mind when you put things in essentially a Mylar bag, having something like this, if you make your own like I do, having something like this is definitely going to be better to keep your stuff fresh. Alright, so let's get a little bit out here. So it looks like standard trail mix. Got your sunflower seeds. I like the fact that they're gigantic whole almonds. And then you got your peanuts. Alright, enough talking. I like it. Sorry, it's taking me a little while to chew it all up and everything with the whole nuts. So that sounds bad. No, fantastic. I mean, it's a trail mix. Just think of your normal trail mix you get at the grocery store. It's exactly what it tastes like. But again, what's beneficial is the calories to the fat to the carbs to the protein ratio. This is going to be a fantastic snack to be able to just quickly grab, go. And it gives you a little something out of the mundane of, oh, I've got the little power bars and things like that. After a while, trust me, you get sick of those. But as far as taste and the contents and everything here, A+ as well. Good trail mix. Again, sorry for the video being so long, but I want to go into pretty good depth on these so you know what you're looking for. So next one we're going to look at is the dry fruit mix. So I'm assuming it's going to be like dehydrated fruit. We got banana chips, coconut oil, sugar, banana flavor, dried pineapple, cane sugar. I'm not going to go through the entire giant list. Calories 300, fat only 2 grams because again it's fruits. Same thing with the with the carbs. You actually, because they're fruits, you actually have a higher carb content because of the natural sugars and everything. So carbohydrates, you actually have 50 grams, protein only 2. Yep, that's exactly what I was expecting to see. It's the kind of like dehydrated fruit. Sorry, probably bad camera angle, but yeah, you got your dehydrated fruit. So let's go ahead and test this out. Alright, so pretty much what I was expecting. I've had plenty of dehydrated fruit, even before it was a survivalist thing when it was just introduced to me as like, hey, here's a snack. So pretty much what I expect. The bananas are more of what I call banana chips, or what are known as banana chips, where they're more crunchy. And that just has to do with the way the sugar and everything dehydrates it in the high heat. And then the little orange pieces here, which I think are mangoes of some sort. I cut off the ingredient list. These are definitely more squishy, kind of soft. Taste-wise, they taste good. Because of the way they're preserved, there's a little bit of a almost kind of a chalky residue, but that just has to do with the preservations with the sugars and everything during the drying process. So it's not like my top choice of like, man, I really just wish I had a snack right now. But if I had nothing else and I just needed something to kind of get me up and get me going, this is definitely, it's good. It definitely tastes good. So I'm still going to give this an A, absolutely. And last but not least, I actually had these with the first actual XMRE meal, the entire combo that I got from XMRE, but I didn't really go into a whole lot of depth with them, so kind of go into this a little bit more. They're the roasted salted corn nuggets. That's a big long name for corn chips. You might be familiar with those. 302 calories, so this is the higher of the bunch so far. 9 grams of fat, only 5 carbs. because it's essentially just corn, and 5 grams of protein. And this one is packed pretty much to the brim, which is awesome. All right, so as you can see here, if you're familiar with what corn chips are, that's exactly what they are. They are corn chips. And they actually are phenomenal. If you've had, like Fritos chips, essentially they taste like that. If you've had the brand corn chips, that's exactly what these are. They're salty, they're supposed to be. There's not an overpowering amount of flavor because it's a simplified thing, but it's delicious. This is definitely one of those things that I would consider more of a morale booster snack, and this is why I like XMRE as opposed to some of the standard MREs that I've had before, because I feel like they try to kind of think outside the box of, everyone's always used to this, what can we do that's a little bit different? If you guys have certain things that you want me to review or want an honest opinion on, things that you're not sure about if you want to get yet, let me know. So guys, I appreciate all my new followers. I have a Facebook like page now, so make sure you go check that out. I'll put the link in the bottom. By the way, if you decide that you want to get your own Keep Calm and Prep On t-shirt, I'll also have a link in the bottom for that. Again guys, when it comes to morale boosters, having little things like that, snacks besides just your little standard little power bar, definitely a good idea. It's going to give you that extra push to keep going, because keep in mind, when it comes to survival, your mind is your most powerful tool. So as always guys, be prepared.